guys, welcome back here to Advanced Bass Fishing, and appreciate you guys swinging by the channel and hanging out with me a little bit. And guys, today I'm going to show you a bait that I've been using for over 35 years that one of my great friends, Danny Crea, clued me on it back forever ago. It's been almost 40 years ago, and that is what I call the Danny Crea Special, guys, which is a 3/4 ounce spinnerbait with a number 7 chartreuse Colorado blade, the whole thing chartreuse. I'm going to give you guys some tips and advice on when this thing works and how you can actually build your own if you can't find this particular one. Definitely think it's going to add up some good fish for you guys. Also, guys, for get started, a couple quick housekeeping tips. Just a quick reminder, anybody interested in booking an on-the-water lesson with me, just go to my Facebook page, Intuitive Angling with Randy Blaukat. Shoot me a private message for details and get you all lined out on that. And also, guys, if you're wanting to get stocked up on your fishing tackle for this spring, I'll have my tackle warehouse link in the description of this video. I know you guys hear me talking about that a lot, but if you get something out of the tips here on advanced bass fishing and you want to do something to help the channel out and you have to buy tackle anyway, just use and bookmark my tackle warehouse link anytime you purchase equipment, and channel gets a small percentage of anything you purchase. So big thank you from me and my family for everybody that's been doing that. We really appreciate that. Okay, guys, my buddy Danny Crea won the Bassmaster Federation tournament back in 1985, I think, on Lake Winnipesaukee on this bait. Danny calls it the Winnie Special. I call it the Danny Crea model. But Danny clued me in on this bait back when we first started hanging out together. And guys, we have both used it to win a ton of money. I have personally, I probably won $50,000 on this particular bait. I know Danny's won more than that on it. There's a couple situations where this thing just hammers them, especially in the springtime of the year, that I want to talk about. So first of all, before we get into that, you're not going to be able to buy this anymore. This company's out of business that used to make this, so you can make this yourself. All you need is a 3/4 ounce spinnerbait head. You want to get a solid chartreuse skirt on it, and then get a number 7 Colorado blade, and just paint the thing chartreuse. Just go down and get a bottle of Krylon paint and just paint the whole thing chartreuse, and you'll have the setup exactly like that. Sometimes I use a trailer, like a chartreuse trailer, but a lot of times I just fish it just like this. When you see this thing coming through the water, especially in clear water, you'll think there's no way a fish is going to hit that thing. It's like when you throw it out there in clear water, it looks like a giant banana coming through the water until you see about a 4 or 5 pounder smoke it out of nowhere, which is one of the most exciting bites that I've ever got. There's 2 situations where the Danny Crea model works good. First of all, one that's probably more applicable than any other for you guys is in dirty, stained water. If you're spinnerbait fishing and that water visibility is dirty, like 12 inches of visibility and something like that, try fishing this thing in dirty water in and around that shallow cover. Works great. I don't care if it's spring, summer, whatever. They don't see it a lot. In addition to putting out a lot of vibration and thump with that big Colorado blade, the glow that this bait puts off in stained water, it's like this big glowing thing that comes to him, and it'll catch the biggest, most aggressive fish in that shallow water. I remember Danny finished in the top 10 at the tournament we had at Truman Lake, fishing dirty water in this thing. But the time this thing really excels, what you really want to use it more than anything, is in clear water for spotted bass and smallmouth. This thing is designed to be burned. That's how Danny and I fished it. So you guys are probably familiar with ripping a spinnerbait. Ripping a spinnerbait is fishing it really fast, where it's just about that far under the surface. So we take the Danny Crea model and we'll burn it just under the surface, almost where you can see like a little disturbance of water coming up behind it. It's that far under the water. Burn it real fast across the surface in clear water. And if you've got a lake that's got smallmouth or spotted bass, they'll hammer that thing, especially all you guys that are up north. Any of you guys that fish all those big smallmouth fisheries up north, St. Lawrence River, St. Clair, Great Lakes, that's a staple up there. A lot of guys fish a chartreuse spinnerbait, but they use willow-leaf. They don't use that big Colorado blade. And if you're fishing a lake that has a lot of spotted bass in it, and largemouth too, if you've got clear water, like water visibility over 4 foot, and you got a cloudy, rainy day, you can do the same thing, and you can burn this thing in that cloudy, rainy weather and catch those big smallmouth and spotted bass on it. But it's something nobody fishes anymore. You don't see this anymore. Spinnerbait fishing, it's almost like it's become a lost art. In fact, I'll tell you something, guys. It's like the videos that I do here on my channel, when I do a spinnerbait video, it gets the least amount of views. It's just like there's not many people that seem like they want to fish a spinnerbait anymore. But a spinnerbait, it's still a bass catching lure. It catches a ton of fish under the right conditions, including the Danny Cree model. It's all about situational, fishing it when the fish want it, when they're in that aggressive mood to bite it. But that is a spinnerbait like none other that you've ever seen. I mean, most people, when they fish a spinnerbait, they fish like a half-ounce spinnerbait with a, couple, number 4, number 5 willow leaf blades on it. That's what the fish see a lot. They don't see a lot of big Colorado blades, and they surely don't see a solid Colorado blade. But I can tell you guys, it is a fish catcher, and it is so fun to fish. Some of the greatest memories I've had in my entire life fishing has been fishing that for big smallmouth. It's like you'll throw it out there and you'll be burning that thing across the surface. And like I said, I don't care how far you throw it. If you're in clear water, you can see the thing coming back the entire way. And it's like you look at it and you say, there's no way a fish is gonna hit that. And then all of a sudden, one of those brown tanks comes out of nowhere and freaking takes the rod out of your hand with it. I've had 2 or 3 tournaments on Lake Champlain and Lake St. Clair where I caught every fish that I weighed in on that bait there. And you talk about fun. I don't know if there's another bait that is as fun to fish than that big chartreuse spinnerbait, ripping it when those big smallmouth are hitting it. Just trust me, it'll work for them. So, guys, hope it helps you catch some. We'll talk later.